The Imitation of Christ, Book 3, Chapter 58, How we may not inquire into the unsearchable judgments of God. The voice of Christ. My son, avoid controversy over high things and the judgments of God. Do not argue why this person is so forsaken, while another is endowed with great graces, or why one person is so grievously afflicted, while another is so richly rewarded. These things are above human understanding, and neither reasoning nor argument is competent to explain the judgments of God. Therefore, when the enemy suggests these things to your mind, or when inquisitive people ask about them, answer with the prophet, "You are just, Lord, and your judgments are right." Psalm 119, verse 137. My judgments are to be respected, not discussed, for they are beyond the comprehension of the human mind. Romans chapter 11, verse 33. Do not dispute over the merits of the saints, which is the holier, or which the greater in the kingdom of heaven. This often breeds strife and unprofitable arguments. Feed 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 23. Feeding pride and empty boasting, from which in turn spring envy and dissension, while one proudly seeks to praise this saint and another that. Now this desire to know and explore such matters is unprofitable and is displeasing to the saints themselves. I am not the God of dissension, but of peace. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 33. And my peace is founded on humility, not on self-exaltation. Some, in their ardent enthusiasm, profess a greater devotion to one saint than to another. But this devotion of human origin, not divine. But this devotion is of human origin, not divine. I am he who made all the saints. I gave them grace. I endowed them with glory. I know the merits of each. I went before them with my blessings. Psalm 21, verse 3. I foreknew my loved ones before time began. Romans chapter 8, verse 29. I chose them out of the world. John chapter 15, verse 19. They did not first choose me. I called them by grace. Galatians chapter 1, verse 15. I drew them by mercy. I was their guide in many a temptation. I poured forth on them wonderful consolations. I gave them perseverance, and I crowned their patience. I know them the first and the last, and enfold them all in my boundless love. I am to be praised in all my saints. I am to be blessed above all things, and to be honored in each of these, whom I have predestinated and raised to such glory with no previous merits of their own. Anyone, therefore, who disparages one of the least of my saints, Matthew chapter 18, verse 10, in no way adds to the glory of a greater by so doing, for small and great alike are my creation. Wisdom chapter 6, verse 7. And any who speaks lightly of any of the saints speaks lightly both of myself and of all the company of heaven. All are one in the bond of charity, their thoughts and aspirations are one, and all love each other as one. John chapter 17, verse 21.